Jerk, for you, as he just mentioned there, your fourth double-double already this season. The shot wasn't falling there in the second half exactly, but you were crashing the board still. I guess just how much was that an emphasis for y'all tonight?
It was a big emphasis, especially starting the game. Knowing Jackson State is a well-rebounding team, that was something, we put our main focus on in practice, especially, the guards. So just being able to contribute to help, getting the rebound so that way we can push the fast break is, always something you could honestly ask for on the team with a guard.
DeBrisha, y'all were struggling in the fourth quarter early. I think y'all failed to score like in the first 4 minutes. You hit that corner three-pointer. Just what was kind of going through your mind there, and how big did you feel like that three was to kind of get y'all going?
Well, I can't even really take credit. It's just my teammates. They give me so much confidence. So I know, that's the shot they wanted. So I know when I get it, look forward, be confident when shooting. So it's all my teammates on that one.
Tanner in the front here.
You two, Jessica and Aaron, combined for 74 points tonight between the four of you. Can you talk about just kind of how close you guys have become as a starting five in such short time?
Well, with this team, like you said, we are close. And I think it just starts in practice. We are constantly telling each other, knock it down. We're constantly, just motivating each other to just be aggressive on offense. And so, tonight, it showed. We all bring something different to the table. So we just constantly, keep each other going. And it just shows on the court.
Robbie in the front.
Jerk had the big first half, 15 points and 7 and 9, and it was kind of tough early in the second half. Did you see something differently from JSU, or just shots not falling?
Honestly, just shots weren't falling, but that's where, being on the team with multiple threats, it's okay, if my shot not falling, it's always something else I can do, like rebounding or playing defense or getting a stop or, passing it to shooters like DeBrisha, and having a point guard like Lauren or Jessica to always pick up your slack. So, if they're not falling, I know somebody got my back.
On the front.
DeBrisha, you guys were missing Jessica for a stretch there, before the week off.
Yes,
she comes back and has a 31-point outing the other day and 18 rebounds tonight. I guess just how big has it been to have her back, and how much have you seen her kind of grow in her confidence this season?
I mean, like you said, you see the stats. Jess brings so much to this team, not just offensively. Like you said, she rebounds, she defends, she talks. So Jessica is just an amazing teammate, an amazing player to be with. And so having her back just allows us to flow so much better because she's just so dominant down there and she creates so much attention.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have Colin in the front here.
Jackson State kind of hung around for a while, even kind of going late into the fourth quarter. A bit of a limited rotation, and there were times last season where you guys kind of hit some cold streaks there, but you stayed hot throughout. What was the secret there to, kind of see this one through?
Basically what Coach Sam says, be a four-quarter team. Start the game out strong, but, just not giving up or letting up. Like, if we're up on the lead, just stay strong through all four quarters. We usually get basically, just stay strong all four quarters. Four-quarter mentality. Just, in the game how you started. Well, if you started good in the game. That's good. 4 quarters. In the game, good how you started.
And Aaron hitting double digits again. How big of an impact has she had and kind of hitting the ground running there? Yeah, Aaron.
Oh, Lord. Aaron. Welcome. I'm glad Jess and Aaron is back. Obviously, you can see, like DeBrisha said, the stat line. But, man, just Aaron being, a versatile forward. She can shoot, she can drive, she can rebound. Appreciate you got it.
Like she said, E's just so versatile. She just creates so much attention as well. She's so dominant. She's strong. She can get to the basket. She got multiple moves down there.
Yeah.
So just having her back helps us so much because, they
don't need to go
it's hard for them to guard. It's just so much they bring to the team.
At least not at the same time.
Man, what a great game. A game that obviously we're celebrating Christmas, and there's a spirit. Also celebrating our last game before the Christmas holidays. And just really proud because I told my team it's a trap game because with the students being out, I don't know if this was the ideal situation to schedule this game because, again, I have so much respect for Jackson State. I knew it was going to be an absolute dogfight. Everything that happened for 4 quarters went as planned. But for us to be strong enough and out-rebound a team that is really good on the boards, but most importantly, find a way to win, I couldn't be more proud of my team as we go on the road here for 2 more games before Christmas break.
We'll have Robbie in the front.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back games now, Jessica's just looked locked in on both ends of the floor, and I think she had 18 boards tonight, 17 points. I mean, just getting her back, I mean, I'm sure it goes without saying, but how huge is that to have her back in the lineup?
Yeah, I'd be curious what other post player in the country can play 40 minutes. Not 36, not 37, but 40 minutes. All right, and put up 18 and 17. Again, that's a reason why she's one of the best post players in the country, and I'm proud to be her coach. I thought she was huge in that first quarter on the boards where shots weren't necessarily going in, and she just had that same look where she was determined to go get it. But most importantly, it's her spirit on the bench, keeping us together, keeping this team motivated, and most importantly, determined to try to get us back to the NCAA tournament again this year.
Stephon in the front.
Going off of that, I mean, Jess had 17, Aaron 17, Debrisha 21, Jerk 19. I mean, really strong night, from the starting lineup. What'd you feel of the way, they played well together and kind of picked each other up when, maybe another one shots weren't falling?
Yeah, just a team collective effort. I mean, I'm reflecting back. I'm catching my breath because, one, I was thrown off with all the awesome, ugly sweaters and the blinking lights. So, I was getting caught up with the crowd. But, no, seriously, it was just unbelievable. There's a part where we needed a shot to be made. Poe made a three, right? Then it came a point where we couldn't make an outside shot, so I needed a tough two, and then here comes Erin Barnum. And then LP, a night that she necessarily didn't shoot the ball. I meant to have 8 assists. And just a poise about her. Couldn't be proud. And then I know, Dee is going to get going here. I'm proud of that kid. I know it was an off night for her, but I know what she's capable of. And then Miracle Shepherd, which we all saw last game, comes in and gets a huge rebound. That was an early Christmas gift right there, Robbie. All right, and a putback. So I'm proud of that kid.
Tanner in the front.
Jacayla Jordan crosses the 1,000 career point mark tonight in Mississippi, or
Yeah.
for her career at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Talk about how big of a achievement that kind of is for her.
Smooth operator. I know y'all ain't ready for Holiday Joys, but that's my song for her. She is. That kid can flat out go. There's just a thing about she made some moves and layups that I was like, ho, ho, ho. Okay, let's go, Santa. Let's go. All right. She's moving, shaking, doing all kind of stuff, and just an absolute tough kid. So love her. So I'm surprised it took her this long to get 1,000. She's got that capability where she's able to go for 30 to 40 every night. And again, that's what I told her. You were Miss November last month, and right now you're Miss December. Keep it up, kid.
Ben in the front.
Yeah, a bit more of a general question, but now we're more than a month into the season, how are you seeing these 3 transfers that were such a big part of the team's story coming into this season, just sort of gelling and finding their roles within this group?
Yeah, I see them. Well, first and foremost, I see them as winners. Right? That's the thing when you transfer, and that's what I told them when they come here. Could each 3 of them individually have higher statistics? Probably. But also they're making sacrifice because their goals are bigger than themselves. They're about the team. And so when we've been healthy, we've been, all together, I'm excited to see the product that's on the floor and where this team is going. So I'm really just thankful to coach such great young women.
Colin in the front.
Debrisha Poe, obviously a big addition last year as a true freshman, but gets hot tonight with the 5 from deep.
Yeah.
Could you talk about, how important it is to, get her to stay involved kind of throughout the season going into the SEC play?
Yeah. I again, credit her teammates. They know if we need a tough bucket, she can make it. I put a new play in because she's just she changed her shot here about the 3rd or 4th game, and she's got the quickest release in the country. And her balance, you talk about men players like Klay Thompson, all right? Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, from Golden State, Klay. Yeah, I think he's one of the best shooters in the country with his form. He doesn't shoot off balance. Debrisha Poe has that same beautiful shot, but it's beautiful because she just works on it day in and day out. So there's just a confidence level. Every time she shoots it, we all think it's going in. It's a luxury to have.
We'll have Robbie in the front.
Angel Jackson for them was
Yeah.
a real mismatch. She could step out and hit just inside the arc or hit a 3 or 2, I think, in this game, and had a big night on the boards. How difficult was it to try to defend her? And what she did tonight.
Yeah, there's a reason she was a McDonald's All-American out of high school. The kid's really good. And then I also want to give credit to Jackson State. They do a lot of great sets and put her in great situations where she can showcase her talents. We were determined to make sure to make them hit outside shots based on statistics. I'm a scout and report defense, so the prior games that we've watched before, it was about clogging the paint and making them hit outside shots. So for them to shoot it as well as they did tonight caused a lot of problems because that's a really good team over there. Again, that's, I didn't sugarcoat nothing. If I start getting on Twitter and I start telling Bulldog fans, I need you. Your boy's been on it, and I probably just got done watching film by my fire at the house going, uh-oh, we're in trouble. So that's like the Batman call. I'm sending out the Batman call, okay? I need everybody here. So thanks for those who came because, again, this is a program that's won 20 games the last 2 years, all right? So they know what success looks like. And then we all remember that game where they played LSU in 2022 where they barely lost 83-77. They took the nation by storm and definitely have got just a heck of a job and a heck of a program. To think that she's leaving me and going to play Miami and Texas next, they're determined to play as many hard opponents in the non-conference because they're wanting to want to dominate conference and then obviously make a splash in the NCAA tournament. So again, in an era where there's a lot of coaches who are scared to play tough games, again, I have a lot of respect for Jackson State in that program.
Grace in the back.
Going off of that, Jackson State goes on that run in the fourth quarter. They really just don't want to go away. How big is it when Debrisha and Aaron can knock down those shots from outside?
Yeah, huge. I kept telling my team, they're going to come. They don't quit. We watched probably about 5 games on them. They do a great job mixing up their defenses. Their guards play hard. And then I just thought there was another spark about them because they were hitting outside shots where their kids went to another level. And then, again, this is a big game because this is an in-state rival. All right, obviously there's, again, mad respect. I think women's basketball in the state of Mississippi is slept on. There's a lot of great women's programs here. So you saw 2 programs in state that were just fighting for that bragging rights. But I think we all won at the end of the day because it was a great game for women's basketball.
We'll have Robbie in the front.
Taking another road trip, you're taking a few in non-conference play. I mean, what's kind of your expectations of these next couple of games?
We got to be tough. Obviously, we got a sour taste because the last time we were on the road, we lost, right? So we've got to have a 10-down mentality, and then it's just human nature. It's not just me, but every other team across the country. Christmas is around the corner, all right? So you got to stay dialed in. I know we're excited as a program because Jimmy Yu, my Dobo, who's best Dobo in the country, and Robbie, you know what about Jimmy? He also got a nice haircut, all right, for Christmas. He's looking sharp, all right, my guy. All right, with some green shoes, okay, and a holiday spirit over there. But no, seriously, he's got a great plan for us because, again, this is basketball. All right, as you can see, I'm wearing a hat. I look like an idiot, but I love it. I don't care. All right, because it's Christmas. All right, I want to have fun. I want to work hard. So we're going to go to Memphis and have a good time up there. But then when it's time to tip it off, we got to be dialed in. And then we're going to Colorado and do the same thing, and hopefully can send these kids home with a 2-0 record here on the road. But we got our work cut out.
Robbie,
What went into playing these road games, going on the road, and played a tough mid-major in Belmont and Chattanooga too, and now
Yeah.
you're going to another couple of road games here.
Yeah, I just feel like I got that kind of team, right? When you got a Jessica Carter who can go for 40 minutes as a fifth-year senior, and Aaron Barnum and LP and D, I've got a lot of older kids. So my 9 years at Louisville, that's the one thing I learned, that when you have older kids, you got to challenge them. They've got experience, so it's either fight or flight. And right now I love my team because we're fighting. And I made this statement earlier, punch, learn, grow. I thought we did a lot of that during that phase where I was missing 2 starters. And I've just got to make sure that this team stays hungry. Because, again, tonight was only 7 players. It was an odd rotation because I stayed with some kids who I thought were playing well. And maybe, I could have went to my bench a little more. So I got to make sure those kids who didn't play are feeling defeated. But, again, our hashtag this year is one. So let's stay together as one because you never know whose opportunity it's going to be the next night.
any more questions for Coach? All right, thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Happy holidays.